So Brian, this is the last video for the series on the Friday. 4th, is it the 4th of July? Hey, 4th of July.
June.
Oh, June. Well, you had the May. You made a mistake with May. So.
Oh well, I did. Yeah.
So there you go.
You know, as of late, I've been putting little things in the drawings I do, and I make a slight error.
See if someone notices.
Yeah, but Janelle always notices.
Yeah. But it's good that, you know...
She said, I don't know whether you're doing it for me or not, and she'll bring me up straight away.
Well, that's an old trick, you know. The old masters used to leave it for the apprentice, you know, so that, you know, make it look like... Because if they accepted it and went along with it, oh, the silly old boy, he's made a mistake, you would not pass into your mastery.
No.
You got to be astute enough to... You know,
last week there I did one on the numbers of 600, 3 score and 6. And as you know, in the concordance...
5516.
Yeah, but I put down 5616.
All right.
Times 5, 22064. Well, that number was right. And all the math fitted. Yeah. Because that's when we went over, Michelle and I went over to Perth to meet Hank. Yeah. And where we met him in a car park, it was 1694 miles from here, which is Emmanuel, of course, in Matthew 123. So it was put on the internet, and I wrote it in as 5616 times 4. Right? The next thing, Janelle's on the phone. In other words, she's a master. Yeah. She doesn't miss it. So I do this occasionally. I just put a few little errors in here and there to see if anyone picks it up.
See who's awake up.
She's the only one.
So you know that they're actually checking some of the actual calculations, which is what you want.
That's right.
You don't want them to take on face value. I've done the calculations, people. Trust me.
Can you imagine if someone sees that 5616? I say, that old bastard's wrong. They flash off down to the library or they go on the internet and they get the Strong's Concordance out and it's 5516. He was wrong. I knew it. He's wrong. And then they add the 4 numbers up and they come up the same number I give them in the first place, 22064.
But the thing is, like, you know, for them...
They'll remember forever.
For them to check it themselves, and that's what you've always advocated, Brian. Do the research yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Go and do some calculations yourself and prove it to yourself. Yeah. And you're going through the process then that I've been going through, like you say, and you'll become aware of the mathematical, you know, the system that you're using, which is it's not a Pythagorean kind of mathematical system. It's not an accepted...
It's easy.
You know, it's so... You're using a way of mathematics that I've never seen before, you know. Can you say a little bit about how you do your calculations there? You know when you're doing the star systems in the galaxy.
See, to me it's a memory. I already know it all. And what happens is I can be sitting here, and I'll give an example of that. I sort of had a bit of time to myself, and I thought, hang on, I'll watch a bit of TV. Right?
Not like you?
Not like me at all. I got about 3 minutes into it, and all of a sudden, boom, pick up the computer, look it up, bring up the astronomy program, Home Planet, which gives me precise distances within 1 kilometre to the sun or any of the stars or the moon. And I've been doing that for years. And the timing, I think it was 12:34 48 seconds or something like that on that particular day. And when I worked it out, the configuration was perfect. If I'd have left it for 10 minutes, I wouldn't have got it.
So what was it you discovered? You saw something on the telly?
No. What I discovered by doing the calculation was that the distance to the planets on that moment added up to 66.66 minutes on the button.
So you're just watching tally and you suddenly...
Well, I just sat down. I thought, because Michelle's got TV and watching this crap all the time, and I find it very, very annoying, really, because I'll be sitting there doing something really like for the good of mankind on the earth and revealing things of God, and she'll be watching someone getting hacked to death on a hatchet. You know, I find it very, very frustrating. But that's how people are. She will not wake up. That's the pussycat thing.
Yeah, shaking the table.
Yeah. So I think, well, there is a certain amount of people in the world that will wake up, but they're such a minority. And you can talk with, I've done with Michelle for years. I've shown her thousands of miracles. She doesn't get any of it. Not one. She doesn't get it. And she'll then talk about tap dancing. I'm talking about, what are you doing, pussycat? I'm talking about things that are so important that if you weren't being woken up to this, they will kill you. right? It's like having a tourist bus going to Dachau, and when you get there, you're going to get off and they're going to put you in the oven. You know, it's that serious. It's worse than that. They're more clever than the Germans were. Right? The wars themselves were set up to perpetuate their own agenda. The Germans, they thought they were so smart. Nothing compared to these people. Right? These are driven by satanic influences. They're demonic. They've been possessed by a spirit which is one of the 21 billion that was kicked out of heaven. Right? That's how many of these angels were kicked out of heaven. 21 billion. Right? So that outnumbers the human race a little bit. And of course every person then has the opportunity at their leisure to take on 20, 30, 40, 500 demons, which are like a malaria plague. They are infected and they bring more and more demons in.
They could be coming in, twisting your genetics, twisting
all sorts of things.
All things within your own structure of yourself.
They get you to do it yourself, because you go and do your pharmaceutical genre. Start taking all these stupid pills or whatever. Get your inoculation. So here you are, you could be the Prime Minister of England. Next thing you get the urge to go, and your doctor told you to go get your H1N1 flu. And in his particular injection is something they want him to only be injected with. It's just stupid.
It's a code, you know, it's a sleeping code, yeah.
But they've aimed certain people.
Yeah, that's right.
George Bush is another example of a complete and utter moron.
They can do it with frequency now. They can actually cut and paste and snip the DNA through frequency programming. And there's grids running through the Earth every 5 metres through HARP technologies and ground bases. They're running frequency grids right through the Earth, and they can pinpoint exactly to your doorstep exactly what frequency code they can do to affect you in your own personal genetics and control you, manipulate you, you know, that way, through frequency.
Nothing surprises me.
Because DNA is changeable by frequency. Electric and magnetic frequency alters.
That's why you can heal people with
frequency, magnets. And,
music, magnets, whatever.
Yeah, light, sound. And
isn't that what Royal Rife was on about?
Yeah.
He's using frequency.
So they use frequency via satellite and hone it in through the Montauk experiment.
The only reason I haven't got into more of the Royal Rife, although I do have the Royal Rife generator, I've had it for years, is because I was successful we needed a more simple way of doing it. And that was up in New Guinea. We needed something that could be portable, poured in, cost little, simple people, tribal people, they just want to be able to take a pill or drink something and they're happy. Number one, the latest thing of the cholera epidemic up there is we've sent the pills up that will knock over cholera and AIDS and everything else, right? People are reluctant to take it because they want it to be called miracle water. The name miracle water to them, which is my original fluid I used up there, has such a powerful effect on the mind.
Yeah, that's right.
So they said, call it miracle water pills.
That's right, so they can use the miracle water to wash it down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing.
So they needed that connection.
They need it because the power of the mind is very, very important, so we've got to go along with it. And we've already established it as being miracle water. Now, how much does it cost these people for the miracle water? Zero. Nothing. Give it to them. That's why I spend all my inheritance up there. Right? Janelle spends all the money she earns, she sends up to the workers. Right? So I thought, if we put this on the internet, which we've been doing now for the last 3 years or whatever, if some billionaire is going to come along and say, hey, this guy and this lady, they're doing this, right? Well, let's get behind them with hey, I got $2 billion, I own a bloody oil, or whatever, I own a gold mine, right? Let's give them some bucks and let them go do it, right? Well, it's all fallen over now. We don't need the money no more because we've already accomplished it in the whole country just by doing it ourselves. So now the money's going to start flowing. I don't need it.
Yeah, but you might as well get the more workers and accelerate the process.
Oh, I will. There's no doubt about that. But the point is, it has gone through the roof up there. It's all spread all over the South Pacific. Now we're looking at the Solomon Islands now. So
Africa
has got to go.
South America.
I've already sent pills to Africa last week.
Yeah.
Up to Ghana.
So once that takes off and they realise that that particular pill is available everywhere in the world, people can do it themselves. Yeah.
The way to do it, you know, is not to say it's a cure for anything. It's to put it into a candy of some sort. Just give it to the kids.
Yeah.
Look, munch on it, right? They don't even know they get to
take the
feel
aspartame out, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 15 seconds, Brian.
Oh, that's enough for you to finish us off.
Well, thank you, beautiful ones, for listening. We'll catch you again one other time, and yeah, take heed. And remember, you are the amazing creature as well.
So let's make lollies for the kids in Africa.
That's it.
Don't tell them it's good for them.